the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. But now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And some strong running. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He'll take it at the 42. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go. Not a look. You're not ready. What? Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he had had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
24 is the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, put up.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's the first catch of the game for Cup, and he's got a 1st down.
First down to him at the 44-yard line.
I got it. I got motion. I got motion.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Pushes him over, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Snead's got it. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and it's 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 59 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jared Goff, last year he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously did. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone.
You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye.
And he goes down. The Ravens Rams able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go one more.
Now Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
This is Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank